Hi creators and accelerators. Who doesn't want to save time and hours and keep their designs looking gorgeous and consistent? I do. I got a very busy schedule. I'm sure that you do too, babe. So today, I'm going to show you how to master components in Figma, turning repetitive design tasks into a Mykonos breeze. Let's do it. Okay, so today we're going to cover 4 different topics. The first one is going to be, what are components even? The second, we're going to create a component together. The third one, we're going to look at the asset library where your components are going to live and how we can use and manage those there. And then we're going to end with looking at component variation. All right, so let's start with, what are components even? Components in Figma are like your design's Lego bricks. They're reusable elements you can create once and then use everywhere. And then later on, you can make changes to that and that will populate everywhere that you've used it. So it can be buttons, it can be headers, icons, you name it. So imagine that you're building a Lego man and you turn the Lego man's leg into a component and then you make 10 more fine looking Lego men. And then because you're creative and you have these like brilliant ideas all the time, you want to turn all of these handsome Lego men into pirates with peg legs. Now, instead of having to go in and change all the 10 different legs, you can actually just go to your main leg component, turn it into a peg leg, voila! All your Lego men will instantly become peg-legged pirates. So, creating your first component, let's do it together. Select your elements. Let's say a button, choose create component, or you can press Command Option K. If I make a copy of this main component, the copy will be a child, or in Figma terms, an instance. So this instance will mimic its parent or the main component. So if I now change the shape or the color of the main component, you will see how the instance updates instantly to match it. And this becomes really powerful when you want to work fast, you want to lay out similar elements in many different designs, you have a whole concept going on, and then want to come back later and polish the main component, and then you have everything update seamlessly throughout multiple designs. How beautiful is that? Oh, I just love Figma. All right, part 3. Let's talk about the library. So once you have created your components, you can access these components in the Assets panel up here on the left. Drag your component into your canvas. Now, you can resize and change the text of this instance, but it will still follow the rules of its master. However, you need to be aware. If you change the color of the instance and then change the color of the main component, you have sort of overwritten the color aspect of the rules. So then you would have to manually go in and reset this up here if you want the instance color to keep mimicking the main component again. Okay, and now part 4, component variations. So now this is truly where the horse becomes a Ferrari. You can have multiple variations of the same component. Yeah. So for example, if you have a light mode button and a dark mode button, when dealing with instances in your designs, you can then switch between them using that variation drop-down menu. So you can even select multiple instances and change all of them in one click. It's just so freaking beautiful. And don't worry, it still preserves the text that you put in, and it only updates the general rules of the main component. It will still honor the work that you have done to put in that text. All right, thank you guys for watching. That's a quick beginner's guide on how to master components in Figma. I hope that this is gonna make your workflow faster and more organized and more scalable. And if you're ready to learn about auto layout next, follow the link below. Let me know if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Happy designing, keep creating, keep accelerating, and remember, your dreams don't work unless you do. See you in the next one.